morning all. A warm welcome to the new session of social science class. How are you all? Fine? Good. So are you ready for the class? New session? Good. So shall we begin? In the last class, we had started a new lesson. Can you tell me what's the name of the lesson? Yes, Kerala, land, people and the rain. In the lesson, we came to know that the vegetables, pulses, flowers, etc. that we are using here is coming from outside Kerala. And also we had studied about the essential factors required for agriculture. Then we had made a comparison study, Kerala with our neighboring state, Tamil Nadu. And we came to a conclusion. Can you please tell me which state is suitable for agriculture? Is it Kerala or Tamil Nadu? Yes, Kerala is suitable for agriculture. Then we had studied about the physiographic classification of Kerala. Can you please tell me what are the three physiographic classification? Yes, highland, lowland and midland. Regarding which topic we had studied, or regarding which classification we had studied last week? About highlands. Okay, can you please tell me what are the crops that grown in highlands? Anyone? Yes, tea, coffee, then spices like pepper, ginger, turmeric, etc. Then we have studied about the geographical factors required for the cultivation of these crops. Today, we are going to study about the second physiographic classification of Kerala. Can you please tell me what is the second physiographic classification? Anyone? Yes, about midland. From the name itself, you can understand what is midland. The land lies in the middle of highland and lowland. This region lies between highland and lowland. We can have a look of that in the map that I had shown you last week. Please have a look of this map. Okay, in this map, this brown color shows the area of highland. This green color shows the area of midland, and this yellow color shows the area of lowland. So you can understand midland means it is in the middle of highland and lowland. This region is characterized by the diversity of crops, or this region's special feature is diverse crops grown here. Can you please tell me what are the variety or diverse crops grown in midland? Anyone? Yes, cereals growing there, then vegetables growing there, then tuber crops. Can you please tell me what is tuber crops? In Malayalam we will tell Kirangu. So these are the kind of crops or diverse crops grown in midland. In the highland, when we studied, we had studied a portion called geographical factors required for the cultivation of crops in highland. Like that, here in midland also, we want to know about the geographical factors that favors the growth of diverse crops in midland. Can you please tell me what are the geographical factors that favors the growth of diverse crops in midland? Anyone? Yes. First one is abundant rainfall. Second one is moderate thick layers of alluvial soil in river basin. In the last class, I have shown you in computer that alluvial soils deposit can be found only in river basin. River basin means Nadi Ravan. Okay, so here also deposit of alluvial soil a moderate thick layers of alluvial soil found in river basin. Then another kind of soil can be seen in hilly areas. Can you please tell me what kind of soil can be found in hilly areas? It is not alluvial soil. Then which will be that soil? Anyone can tell? Whether it is laterite, black or forest. Can you please tell me which is the soil can be found in hilly areas? Yes, laterite soil. So these are the geographical factors that favors the diverse crops in midland. I am once again repeating, the first point of geographical factor is, or the first geographical factor is abundant rainfall. The second one is moderate thick layers of alluvial soil found in river basin. Then the third point is laterite soil, the presence of laterite soil in hilly tracts or hilly areas. So these are the geographical factors that favors the diverse crops in midland area. Okay, I have a small question to you. Can you please tell me what is the chief commercial crop of Kerala? Anyone please tell me? In Malayalam we tell Mukhya Vanijya Vilam. It is not a food crop. That is the only clue I can give you. Anyone? Someone is saying here? Yes, it is rubber. Rubber is considered as the chief commercial crop of Kerala, and this land, that is midland, is suitable for the cultivation of rubber. And I have another question to you. From which century onwards this rubber cultivation has started, or the extensive cultivation of rubber has started in midlands? Anyone can tell me from which century onwards? From the first quarter of 20th century onwards, the extensive cultivation of rubber has started in midland. So obviously you will have another question. Till then, that is till the first quarter of 20th century, which crops were cultivated in midland? Isn't it? Do you know which are the crops that cultivated before the extensive cultivation of rubber? It was the cultivation of tuber crops like yam, elephant yam, tapioca, then plantain. Do you know what is plantain? It's a familiar name, or it's a familiar crop that you can see here also. Which is that? Vada. So the cultivation of tuber crops like yam, elephant yam, then tapioca and plantain were cultivated before the extensive cultivation of rubber. But when the rubber cultivation had started, farmers had given their full focus for rubber cultivation only. The reason was, once it is planted, it will give long lasting yield. That is, you will get it more in return. So that is the advantage of rubber. That's why the farmers concentrate more on rubber cultivation. Even people have small land also will cultivate rubber, because that became more beneficial for the farms. So that's all about midland. Now we are going to study about the third physiographic classification of Kerala. Can you please tell me what is the third one? Yes, this lowland. Lowland means the regions lying close to sea level. The areas like Ernakulam, Alleppey, these all districts belong to lowland. Now we can have a look of a picture in textbook. So from that you can understand what kind of crops grown in lowland. Please have a look. Okay, can you identify what all kind of crops grown in lowland? You can see coconut trees. Then can you identify what is in this field? Yes, it is paddy fields. So the main cultivation of lowlands are paddy cultivation and coconut trees. So the deposit of alluvial soil is suitable for the cultivation of paddy, and the presence of saline alluvial soil. Do you know what is saline alluvial soil? The presence of salt in alluvial soil. Okay, that is known as saline alluvial soil in the coastal areas are suitable for coconut cultivation. The picture that I had shown you just now, you cannot see such greenery anymore. Do you know why? Because nowadays these lands are transformed into settlements, or people build houses over these paddy fields. So you cannot see such kind of pictures or such kind of vision anymore. Do you know why the people of Kerala is not cultivating, or what is the reason behind people of Kerala had stopped cultivation or agriculture? Do you have any idea? Because of the rise in the price of seeds, fertilizers, and also increase in the cost of labor. Because of these reasons, agriculture became less profitable. So the farmers were forced to switch or to move to another sector of employment. That's why the cultivation of or agriculture has stopped in Kerala or became less in Kerala. Next, we are going to study about another portion, that is regarding some proverbs. We all know that Kerala is a center of agriculture. And in the previous class, in 5th standard, you have studied about the festivals and customs related to agriculture. So, regarding this, I would like to tell you some proverbs related to agriculture and climate in Malayalam. Some of them are, I will give you some examples for that. കുംഭത്തിൽ മഴ പെയ്താൽ കുപ്പയിലും മാണിക്കും. കുംഭത്തിൽ നട്ടാൽ കുടത്തോളം ചേന, മീനത്തിൽ നട്ടാലോ മീൻ കണ്ണിനോളം, തിരിമുറിയാതെ തിരുവാതിര ഞാറ്റുവേല. These are some of the proverbs in Malayalam related to agriculture and climate. From these proverbs, you have an idea that agriculture and climate have a deep relationship with our culture. I would like to give you one assignment, that you have to find out these kinds of proverbs. Not only what I have told you, other than that, you have to find out more proverbs in Malayalam related to agriculture and climate. Next, I would like to show you a calendar which is known as Nyattivela calendar. We can have a look in the computer. Please have a look. This is known as Nyattivela calendar. You can see in this white part, you can see the name of Malayalam month, and against it you can see Malayalam days, and also in respective of Malayalam month and date, you can see English month as well as English date. And here you can see the name of the crops that can grow in each day, and also what kind of agricultural activities can be done on that day. All people, all the farmers had looked according to this only they had done the cultivation. Next, we are going to study about a new portion about the changing land use. If you look past 50 years, you can find the variation in the land usage. See, now I would like to show you a table that shows variation in the land usage of some important crops since past 50 years. We can have a look of this table. Please have a look. This is a table that you can see in the textbook. Please have a look. Okay, this is a table in the textbook. Okay, here in the left side you can see crop name. First one is paddy. In 1961, you can see that the area of land used for paddy were 7.5 lakh hectares. But in 1987, it reduced to 6.04 lakh hectares. And in 2011, it again decreased to 2.08 lakh. The next crop is tapioca. In 1961, the area of land used for cultivation was 2.37 lakh hectares. In 1987, it is reduced to 1.72 lakh hectares. Then again in 2011, it reduced to 0.75 lakh hectares. Next is coconut. In 1961, the area of land used was 5.05 lakh. In 1987, it increased to 7.75 lakh. And in 2011, again increased to 8.21 lakh. Next crop is rubber. In 1961, we had used 1.33 lakh hectares of land were used for rubber cultivation. In 1987, it is increased to 3.59 lakh, and in 2011, it again increased to 5.40 lakh. The first two crops were food crops and the last two were commercial crops. We can see that the food crops that cultivated in Kerala is decreasing. Paddy as well as tapioca were decreasing. But the commercial crops cultivation is increasing. The thing what I want to tell you is, if we are not giving more focus on paddy and tapioca, which is a food crop, we will face many bad effects of we have to depend on other states. The reason behind we have to depend on other states for the food items is because of the less focus on the agricultural crops. Next, I would like to ask you some questions related to Next, I would like to ask you some questions related to that table. The questions are: first one, can you identify the crops that recorded a reduction in land area? Can you please tell me regarding that table which is the answer? It is paddy and tapioca is decreasing. The next question is next question is identify the crop whose land area decreased the most. From this table, can you tell me which crops land area is decreased the most? Yes, it is paddy had decreased the most. And the third question, identify the crops whose land area increased the most. Can you please tell me which are the two crops? Yes, it is the commercial crops like coconut and rubber. Next, what all conclusions do you arrive at by analyzing this table based on the above questions? What all conclusions you came into? The first one is given here. Rubber cultivation increased while that of paddy and tapioca declined. The other two are paddy cultivation declined the most and it will affect the availability of rice. And the third one is there is an increase in the cultivation of coconut and rubber. So as I said, you all know that there is a drastic change in the general land usage of Kerala. Can you please tell me what are the drastic changes? Drastic means a big change in the general land usage of Kerala. Can you please tell me what are the drastic changes happened in the usage of land? First one is conversion of paddy fields and ponds for other uses. Next is destruction of hills, and the third one is unscientific agricultural practices along hill slopes. These became widespread in Kerala. I hope you have understood my class. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. I will give you the notes later after this video. We will meet next week. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.